Hey guys, it's Brian. Welcome to the awards contender. I'm up kind of early, like not super early for, reactions to awards nominations. Sometimes it's like 5 a.m., and that's a bit much. But yeah, we're getting the SAG nominations this morning at 7:30 a.m. They were going to be like a live stream on YouTube, but because of the Los Angeles fires, it's just going to be a press release. And obviously, hope everyone is safe out in LA. It's really scary, the images I'm seeing right now. But we have our SAG nominations coming in a press release, and I promise I'm not going to look at them before I react to the nominations. They're just a couple minutes away. Here we go. Okay, so there was a bit of a delay there to the point where I was like, are they not coming out today? Maybe it's going to be tomorrow that SAG will release their nominations. But they're finally here, and I finally found a website that has the full list of nominees. I'm just going to talk about film. I have not seen these. So this is a live reaction. I don't know what's going to happen here. On my list here, it starts with Outstanding Performance by a male actor in a leading role. The nominees are Adrian Brody, The Brutalist, Timothy Chalamet, A Complete Unknown, Daniel Craig, Queer, Coleman Domingo, Sing Sing, and Ray Fiennes, Conclave. So really the only suspense at SAG in Best Actor in a Leading Role, it was obviously that fifth place slots. I think we've known since like October, November, like what four of those five were always going to be. It was always going to be Brody, Chalamet, Domingo, and Fiennes. And then it's like, okay, well, who's going to get that fifth place slot? It's been chaotic since the beginning. I mean, at Golden Globes, you had, Sebastian Stan win for A Different Man. So that seemed like a possibility. You have Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice. Like, he got in at the Golden Globes in Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. And I thought, well, maybe, he could get in for that movie instead of A Different Man. You have Hugh Grant, who got in at both Golden Globes and Critics' Choice. So he seemed like a possibility for Heretic, even though it's a horror film. I was like, I don't know if he's going to go anywhere beyond Critics' Choice. My wild fifth place slot prediction in my video I did with the Film Drunk a few weeks ago was Kingsley Ben-Adir for Bob Marley, One Love. I took a huge swing with that one. I was like, if they can't figure out what to do with that fifth place slot, maybe he'll get one big nomination this entire season. But no, it's Daniel Craig for Queer. So, we'll see what happens next week at the Oscar nominations. It looks like this is going to be our five. Like, Daniel Craig, he got the SAG nomination. That's huge for him. I have felt since September, like he could be the fifth place slot. I never saw him winning anything or being competitive, but Daniel Craig is such a great actor. He's been around for decades. He's never received an Oscar nomination. So, him getting in here at SAG, that bodes well, I think, for his chances at the Oscars because, he's definitely getting the BAFTA nomination. I would be shocked if he missed there. I think he gets in a BAFTA. So, that would mean he got in everywhere, right? So, there's still, there's a small possibility he could miss at the Oscars if the love for Queer just isn't there from Academy members. It's possible. But yeah, this looks like it's going to be the five in Best Actor at the Oscars. Okay, Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Leading Role. Pamela frickin' Anderson, The Last Showgirl. Oh my god. Whoa, okay. Cynthia Erivo, Wicked. Carla Sofia Gascon, Amelia Perez, Mikey Madison, Honora, and Demi Moore, The Substance. Whoa. What do I do with this? Okay. Wow. Did any of you predict Pamela Anderson to get in at SAG? That's huge for her. That's crazy. Like, she's very good in that film, and I was like, I think she can get the Globe nomination. She didn't get in at Critics' Choice. I felt like the Globes were going to be the end of the road for her. Like, she got in at SAG. She must be freaking out right now. I can't imagine too many people expected that, especially in a field of 5. And she missed at Critics' Choice. So, like, Pamela Anderson gets the SAG nomination for Best Actress over Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl, over Angelina Jolie for Maria. What is going on with Angelina Jolie for Maria? She did not make the BAFTA long list. She's not here at SAG. She didn't win at the Globes. Like, is it over? Is she really not going to get the Oscar nomination? Like, basically all of 2024, she seemed like the surest thing. You know, a biopic from the man Pablo Larraín, who directed Natalie Portman and Kristen Stewart to Oscar nominations a few years ago for playing real people. Angelina Jolie, I like, especially after having finally seen the movie a few weeks ago, she's very good in it. I thought that would be a shoo-in at SAG, even if she missed the Oscar nomination for whatever reason. I was like, she'll make it at SAG, right? Wow, that she's not here. That Cynthia Erivo got in for Wicked is huge for her. I've been cautiously optimistic. I would love to see her get the Oscar nomination, but, it's a fantasy musical movie. I wasn't sure. Her getting in here at SAG, that bodes well for her chances at the Oscars. Carla Sofia Gascon has not missed anywhere. Mikey Madison, of course, hasn't missed. And Demi Moore is here for The Substance. I was like, okay, if Demi Moore can at least get the SAG nomination, especially after her win at the Globes, like, it's looking very good for her moving forward. Wow. I did not do well predicting this at all. I felt pretty good about Jolie getting in. I thought that Nicole Kidman could make it in. Sadly, outside of, she might get a BAFTA nomination, I think Nicole Kidman's Oscar chances are probably over for Baby Girl. She needed to win at the Globes. She needed, something big here, and nothing's happening. Just the Globe nomination, even if she got in at BAFTA. I don't think this is going to be the 5 at the Oscars at all. I would be surprised. It could be 4 of these 5 at the Oscars, maybe. Angelina Jolie, I still don't think is necessarily 100% out of the Oscar nomination, but she really needed this SAG nomination. She needed to get in here because she's not getting nominated at BAFTA. I don't think she wins at Critics' Choice. So, just getting in at the Globes and Critics' Choice, missing at BAFTA and SAG, not good, especially since her movie has not been getting in any other category, right? I'm really doubtful now about Jolie's and Kidman's Oscar chances. Can Pamela Anderson get the Oscar nomination? It's definitely possible. I don't think so. I keep getting proven wrong this season. For months, I was like, ugh, I love Demi Moore in The Substance, but Brian, she's not going to get nominated. Maybe she'll get in at the Globes or something in comedy musical. That's not going to be a thing. Don't temper your expectations, Brian. And she gets in at the Globes. She wins. She might win at Critics' Choice. I'm predicting Mikey Madison will win there, but we'll see. And now she's here at SAG, and she has to be considered the frontrunner. Now that Jolie and Kidman are not even part of the conversation, I'm trying to think. I guess they could go with, Pamela Anderson for the win at SAG. Just really shake things up. Go nuts. We'll have to see what happens with Oscar nominations next week, because if Pamela Anderson doesn't get the Oscar nomination, I would be very surprised if that happened. Wow, that would be crazy. If she doesn't get in there, then I don't see her winning at SAG. That wouldn't make sense, really. If Cynthia Erivo gets the Oscar nomination, if she can be competitive along the way here, we'll see. I still think Best Actress comes down to Mikey Madison and Demi Moore. And, you know, even if Mikey Madison wins a Critics' Choice, which I think can happen, Demi Moore is probably going to win at SAG. And then BAFTA could go back to Madison. I don't know. Maybe they'll go with Moore. Maybe Moore is just going to sweep. Maybe she'll win at Critics' Choice. She'll win at SAG. She'll win at the BAFTA Awards. And she'll win at the Academy Awards. And I will just be like this. Sometimes it's fun to be wrong, right? It's fun to be wrong about these things. I did not expect Demi Moore to do this well for The Substance. I mean, obviously, after her Globes win, I felt pretty good that she would be nominated at SAG, and I'm so happy to see her here. But wow, I mean, you know, the one thing that I'm relieved by, no Kate Winslet for Lee. I thought that was going to happen. I thought she would make it in. I think I predicted a few weeks back that Amy Adams would be nominated at SAG for Night Bitch. That's a very SAG-friendly performance. Even though I didn't care for the movie, I thought they would go for her here. I mean, she might have been close. She might have been in 6th or 7th place. But then after Searchlight just dumped Night Bitch on Hulu, at the end of December, I was like, oh, they're just giving up on the movie. They're not going to really push it beyond the Globes. And so, yeah, Amy Adams is not here. And I think her awards season is over. So, yeah, this is interesting. I mean, obviously the biggest shocker here is Pamela Anderson. I really thought it was just going to be the Globe nomination, but she gives such a wonderful performance in that movie. I'm so happy she's getting this recognition. I mean, that's really cool. Pamela Anderson getting a SAG nomination for Best Actress. And it's deserved. It's not just she did something kind of different, and so we'll be nice and give her some nominations. No, she's very, very good in The Last Showgirl. So that's great. I'm really happy for her here. I mean, who else is missing? Obviously, SAG doesn't really go for international performances. I didn't think Marianne Jean-Baptiste for Hard Truth or Fernanda Torres was going to get in here for I'm Still Here. What's interesting really about Fernanda Torres is that, okay, she wins the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. She's not nominated at Critics' Choice. She's not nominated at SAG. She did not make the BAFTA long list. So, for her to get the Oscar nomination now, after missing at 3 huge precursor ceremonies, that's kind of an uphill battle. But I don't know, her winning the Globe in drama, what did I read, in the last 20, 30 years? It's 2 people have won that and did not go on to get the Oscar nomination. The last one, I think, was Kate Winslet for Revolutionary Road in 2009. And what happened there was she got the Oscar nomination in Best Actress for a different movie, The Reader. So, if you go by the stats, you kind of have to predict Fernanda Torres to get in at the Oscars, let's say over Pamela Anderson. Let's say the other 4 here at SAG make it at the Oscars, and we swap out Pamela Anderson for Fernanda Torres, maybe. But then you also have Marianne Jean-Baptiste, and that's going to be crushing if she doesn't get the Oscar nomination. She's so freaking great in Hard Truths. I'm wondering, can both Fernanda Torres and Marianne Jean-Baptiste get in at the Oscars? Who do we swap out here? I always felt that Cynthia Erivo was vulnerable, but her getting in at SAG is huge. But it would not surprise me next week if only, let's say, 3 of these 5 get in at the Oscars, and there's 2 new names there. It's not going to go 5 for 5, to be sure. That would be shocking to me. But ultimately, at SAG, it comes down to Mikey Madison and Demi Moore. I think those are the 2 who can win. And right now, it's looking pretty damn good for Demi Moore. Okay, Best Supporting Actor is next. Are we going to get a surprise here? Is it going to be kind of the main 5 we've been seeing all along? The nominees are Jonathan Bailey, Wicked. Oh my god. SAG. My God, you are like giving me heart palpitations here. Okay, Jonathan Bailey, Wicked. Yura Borisov, Anora, great. Kieran Culkin, A Real Pain. Edward Norton, A Complete Unknown. Jeremy Strong, The Apprentice. Whoa. Okay, we got a couple surprises there. I obviously did not expect Jonathan Bailey to get a SAG nomination. That's really cool. I think I tweeted out after I saw it, I was like, am I the only one who thinks that Jonathan Bailey could maybe get like an awards nomination along the way? And here it is at SAG. That's huge for him. That's great. He's very charming and gives a very entertaining performance in that movie. So I'm happy he's here. I'm thrilled that Yura Borisov made it. I was like maybe he gets in at the Globes and Critics' Choice, but he stumbles along the way, does not get in at SAG. Here he is. That's good for Anora that it got into supporting actor as well. It's not just lead actress at SAG, so that's really cool. Kieran Culkin, of course, he was getting in. Edward Norton seems to be strong, like in supporting actor. He's showing up everywhere. I don't think he'll be competitive to take this. Jeremy Strong, The Apprentice, kind of interesting that Strong makes it in, but not Sebastian Stan in lead actor. So I think the big snub here, right, is Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2. Like, he couldn't even get the SAG nomination? Whoa! That's pretty crazy. That shows you just how much Gladiator 2 has dipped. People just do not care about that movie. And I felt like the love for Washington could get him through all the way to the Oscars. But, like, he's not even here at SAG, so I guess he could still get the Oscar nomination. I do not see Jonathan Bailey getting the Oscar nomination. That would be surprising. So I still think there's wiggle room here. And Clarence Macklin for Sing Sing. Like, that's really sad. For a while, I thought Clarence Macklin could, like, win at SAG. Like, maybe even over Kieran Culkin. But I think him missing at the Globes, like, hurt him a lot. He made it in a Critics' Choice. He's not here at SAG. That's a bummer. I think what this means is Kieran Culkin is going to sweep. Like, he's just going to sweep. Because I don't see anyone else beating him here. I mean, Edward Norton would have the best chance, I would say, of those other four. But yeah, Culkin is looking pretty good to win here. But boy, I'm happy we got a couple surprises here. Supporting actor has been kind of, predictable since the beginning. To get like Jonathan Bailey from Wicked. They obviously love Wicked. I have a pretty good feeling Ariana Grande is going to be nominated. Yeah, wow. Jonathan frickin' Bailey. That's awesome. But yeah, I think the clear winner here is going to be Culkin outside of a shocker upset. Like, if Culkin can win at Critics' Choice, which I think he's going to, yeah, it's looking good for Culkin at SAG. And then at BAFTA and the Oscars, like, if there's one place he could maybe stumble, it's BAFTA. I've always felt that. Like, maybe they could go for a guy. Oh, Guy Pearce! Guy Pearce isn't here. Oh my gosh. Okay, Adrian Brody's in, but not Guy Pearce. I was like, who's the other person? It's Guy Pearce. Oh man, that's a bummer. Guy Pearce for The Brutalist is not in at SAG. I swear, if they snub him at the Oscars, he is such a great actor. He's been doing great work for decades. And he's so fantastic in The Brutalist. That's a great example of a supporting actor, like, nomination. Like, come on. Guy Pearce has never been Oscar nominated. Even though he missed here, like, I really hope the Academy makes up for that. Like, let's give Guy Pearce his first Oscar nomination. Wow. Supporting actor. Okay. Yeah, Kieran Culkin has to be on top here, but just happy we got a couple surprises. And here we go. Supporting actress. I mean, like, if supporting actor has proven anything, we're going to get at least one big surprise, right? Supporting actress has been a little chaotic, so here we go. Who's nominated for supporting actress at SAG? The nominees are Monica Barbaro, A Complete Unknown, Jamie Lee Curtis, The Last Showgirl. Oh, SAG. I knew when I saw that movie, I was like, Jamie Lee Curtis is going for it. She is doing like a wild performance here, and it will surprise me if she doesn't show up anywhere. Here she is at SAG. Holy cow. Danielle Deadwyler, The Piano Lesson. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I thought she was out of it. Like, that's great. She's in Ariana Grande, Wicked, and Zoe Saldana, Amelia Perez. Okay, so, I can always count on SAG to throw us like some firecrackers and just blow things up, and wow. Just wow. I mean, at the end of the day, this category has always come down to Ariana Grande versus Zoe Saldana. They're both here. If like Zoe Saldana had missed or something, that would have been like, what? So, I mean, she's here. She just won at the Globes. We'll see what happens at Critics' Choice. I've had some people saying, don't count out Ariana Grande yet. It's still very early. We've only had the Globes. So, like, if Ariana Grande can win at Critics' Choice, and maybe she does, take it at SAG, like, it's possible. Like she's not out of it. I think the two, like, guaranteed Oscar nominations here are Grande and Saldana. Deadwyler is like, she is fighting tooth and nail. She's like, I know The Piano Lesson is not going anywhere, but come on, don't forget about me. Imagine if Deadwyler can pull off the Oscar nomination after all this, after missing at the Globes, after being in a film that's just not very popular this season. That's really cool. I'm happy Deadwyler is here. Who's missing? Felicity Jones for The Brutalist? Like, she only got in at the Globes. She missed at Critics' Choice. She's not here. Felicity Jones gives an amazing performance in the second half of that movie. Like, are people just not making it to the second half of The Brutalist? What's that about? She should be here for sure. There's no Isabella Rossellini. Like, I thought she might be a SAG play. She is not here, even though she made it in at the Globes and Critics' Choice. No Selena Gomez. I remember predicting her for like the 5th place slot. I thought that would go to Selena Gomez, and that didn't happen. Nothing for Anjanou Ellis-Taylor. Yeah, supporting actress is wild this season. Like, it is chaotic. Like, every award show, there's kind of a mix-up, and now it's SAG. I don't even know what to do here. Obviously, SAG voters are huge fans of The Last Showgirl. Like, to get it into lead actress and supporting actress, they really went for that movie. That's cool. And they obviously love A Complete Unknown. To get it not only into lead actor and supporting actor, but also supporting actress. I do actually really love that Monica Barbaro is here for A Complete Unknown. She is terrific in that movie as Joan Baez. Like, I was really taken with her performance. She has a lot of presence, and I can't wait to see what she does next. After seeing the movie a few days ago, I thought she would be the supporting actress play, not so much Elle Fanning. And yeah, Barbaro's great. Like, that's a deserved nomination here. Jamie Lee Curtis in The Last Showgirl, like, she's got to be celebrating this morning. Like, imagine if Jamie Lee Curtis gets another Oscar nomination. That would be crazy. Like, right now, in this moment, like, I don't think The Last Showgirl goes beyond SAG. Like, I don't think that's going to be a big Oscar play, that movie, but you never know. I didn't think, like, Pamela Anderson would get anything beyond the Globes, and here she is. So there's obviously a lot of strength with The Last Showgirl. We'll see what happens. But yeah, supporting actress, really exciting. Grande is not 100% out of it. I think she could still maybe win here, even if Saldana wins at Critics' Choice. Ariana Grande, like, she's not done. Like, even though she lost at the Globes, it's still very early. And obviously SAG loved Wicked, showed so much strength that Jonathan Bailey got into supporting actor. So yeah, if they really love Wicked, they might give supporting actress to Grande over Saldana. Like, they didn't love the movie enough to get Selena Gomez into supporting actress. So I don't know. We'll see. This is definitely a 2-woman race, I think, at SAG and supporting actress. It comes down to Grande and Saldana. I feel like the edge right now, like, it goes to Saldana. She could probably win here, but Grande is definitely not out of it. And finally, Outstanding Cast in a Motion Picture. The nominees are A Complete Unknown. Okay, they really loved A Complete Unknown. We also have Anora. Yes. I was concerned that Anora didn't have a big enough cast, but I was like, gosh, I mean, that's definitely an ensemble film. And so I'm so happy that's here. Conclave. Okay, Conclave made it. Emilia Perez and Wicked. Yep. So I would say, the only kind of surprise there would be A Complete Unknown. I'm trying to remember what was my 5th place slot. Like, we talked about The Brutalists, but I didn't feel like that was going to be an ensemble play. I know the Film Drunk said The Piano Lesson, and that, especially with Deadweiler getting into supporting actress, that had a shot, but it's not here. I would say like Anora, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and Wicked felt pretty good, but A Complete Unknown takes that 5th place slot. So I mean, obviously, like The Substance or something. There's not enough people. I just realized The Substance. Margaret Qualley did not get into supporting actress. Supporting actress, man, that is just a wild category. Like, anything can happen on Oscar nominations morning that week. So, like, what film is going to win here? I really do think it comes down to Emilia Perez versus Wicked. Emilia Perez on this list here, it only has 4 names. It only has Gascon, Gomez, Adriana Paz, and Zoe Saldana, whereas Wicked has a huge list. You have Bailey, Marissa Bode, Peter Dinklage, Cynthia Erivo, Jeff Goldblum, Ariana Grande, Ethan Slater, Bowen Yang, and Michelle Yeoh. I could see like things turning around at SAG where they go all in on Wicked and it wins like supporting actress for Grande and it wins ensemble or something. That could happen. I mean, Emilia Perez, like, how does it only have the 4? Like, aren't there more actors in that movie than just the main 4? That's interesting. But yeah, like this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a very interesting season. I'm bummed that The Brutalists didn't do better at SAG. It only got in for Brody. That just, like, are you guys not watching your screener? Are you like, oh my god, it's just too long? I don't know. But yeah, obviously A Complete Unknown is also competitive. I mean, for it to get lead actor, supporting actress, and ensemble, again, I don't think Timothée Chalamet is out of this either. A Globe win doesn't mean like, okay, that's the steamroll, that's the sweep, that's the rest of the season for wins. Anything can happen. It's still very early. But in cast, I'm thinking it comes down to Emilia Perez or Wicked. And right now, I have to lean toward Emilia Perez. Emilia Perez, right? You guys are telling me it's Perez. Even though it's only those 4 women, that seems like it could happen, but Wicked also overperformed. And I mean, that's a great ensemble piece. So, like, it could be Wicked. It could be Wicked. Like, we shall see. All right, so those are my live reactions to the SAG Award nominations in film. There's a lot to take in here. Like, my head is spinning. I don't know about you. Like, if this had been a live reaction to the actual, like, the feed of, the live announcements, I mean, I probably would have been even more animated. I would have been like, what? Like, I would have been jumping up and down and screaming, I don't know. Get ready for my Oscar nomination reactions next week. It's gonna be pretty crazy, I would say. But yeah, these SAG nominations, they give me joy because it is kind of unexpected. A lot of these nominations, like, I can't imagine any of you like went 25 for 25. Like, this was a hard one to predict, and yeah, we got some wild nominations here. A lot of unexpected nominees, and that's always fun. I don't like it when it's just like the same nominees every, award show, every category. That's boring. SAG has definitely mixed things up here. So thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the Screen Actors Guild Award nominations, and I will see you next time at the Awards Contender.